Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. The tip-off goes to the Celtics. Down low. Shoots. Cornette. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now here is Holiday after Luka Doncic's miss. Here's White. It's blocked. Here's the break. On the wing, Reeves. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
White, good.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. Like, when he's dropping dimes like that, like, Jason Tatum is a problem.
Inside, Hayes. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that. Wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
And the Lakers with possession here after the basket by Boston. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Here's Reeves. Pass to Doncic. Offline with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Now James. Nice move. The shot, no good. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Now, here's Doncic. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. Here's Hachimura. 5 to shoot. And that one goes long. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Will it go? No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Drains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
LeBron with the block.
And Bron with the block. Look, the shooters are working hard, but he is all over them.
Doncic with the bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Hayes. LeBron James on the wing. score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Pass to White. Into the lane. The kick out to Tatum. Back to White. It's rebounded by Hayes. The Lakers trail. To the middle. Here's James. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, Porzingis. Tatum a screen. To the inside. And that time, also a missed shot.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Here's Brown.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Boston shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He gets it up. That one misses. Tie game in Los Angeles. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Look, the moment he gets it anywhere near the hoop, look, it is over. Just too much strength, too much touch, either hand.
And, Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Does what he has to do to avoid the block, but hard to stay in control when you change your shot.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strengths. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Here's Brown, following the bucket by the Lakers. It's good.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in the two-man game.
Over to the left wing. In a wide open look for Hachimura. Nailed from three-point land.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Horford, taken away by Hayes. To the paint, and it's the Lakers on the break. Doncic powers it home.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
Brown with it, defended by Reeves. Here's Horford, rebounded by the Lakers. To the middle, here's Hayes. Pass to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds it.
Doncic outside. And here is Hachimura. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Pritchard. No scoring in this one. To the inside. Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
And no chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
Al Horford with the rebound. Celtics trail by 5. Brown outside. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Over Hayes. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Boston making some changes. Celtics trail by 7. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Goloko. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Screen by James. Pass to Reeves. James outside. Rebound, Boston. Here's White. And it's Luka with the rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. James with it. Back to Doncic. "16 seconds left in the first half. Spins. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Stolen by Reeves. Back to LeBron. Pass to Doncic. He's looking for James and finds him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And here is Doncic. Inside. Oh, the athletic move by LeBron James.
Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with him, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
Out to White. Takes the 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got 5.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Now here is Hachimura. Doncic outside. Porzingis with the steal. And here comes White, leading the fast break.
Outstanding vision there from the Latvian. Porzingis showing he can read the floor, capable of setting his guys up.
Screen by James. Oh, James flushes in the alley-oop.
Yeah, and how about the out-of-this-world athleticism? LeBron can finish just about any alley-oop with authority.
Outside, White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
James outside. Pass to Doncic. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Holiday. Stolen by Reeves. LeBron with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. LeBron, good. He's got 14.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
They push it up 4 on 3. It's hauled in by Cornette. Celtics trail by 8. Pass to Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Cornette.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on LeBron James. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Down low, here's Finney-Smith. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics trailed by 5. Out to Porzingis. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And it's 6 points for Porzingis. To the paint. Here's Len. Rebound, Boston. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Tatum no good. Los Angeles leading by 3. And it's Connect in the corner. And again, the Lakers no good. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to White. Outside Holiday. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. Cornette. Len grabs the board. And it's the Lakers' ball. 44 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Got a piece of it. Outside Holiday. Pass to Cornette. Left side, Porzingis. Count the basket. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Lakers lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Yeah, he begged them, don't give up. He told his guys 1 possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Boston trailing. Brown with it. In the corner, Horford with it. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. To take the lead. And the layup is good. Holiday's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Boston.
You want to be an NBA point? Take notes on Holiday running that pick and roll. Sometimes taking it yourself is the best option.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Offensive rebound. Reeves right side. And that one drops for him. And the Lakers lead by 1.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the miss by Al Horford. And it's Hayes in the corner. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The length and athleticism of Tatum is something else. Look, you can't blame the D for fouling him there. That's just something that's going to happen.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Tatum nails them both.
A multi-talented swingman. Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Outside Tatum. Holiday, no one around him. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J, and at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
An easy 2 from Doncic.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Screen by Porzingis. Pass to Cornette. From downtown, Lakers with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Hachimura. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to White. Shot clock at 5. Porzingis can't hit. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. And finished off by LeBron.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Outside, Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Hachimura grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Now, here's Doncic. Out to the right wing. Pass to Hachimura. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Can't hit that one. So it's the Celtics now. Trailing by 2. Outside Porzingis. There's Cornette. It's rebounded by Hayes. 1:14 left in the game. Inside. And Hayes throws it down.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
To stop the drought. And it's White missing.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
James fires from way outside. Misses the three. White looking around. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Holiday with it. Defended by Reeves.
The guy you want taking this shot. Tatum gets fired up and delivers.
Pass to James. And it's Hayes in the corner. Luka on the move. It's intercepted. And here comes White, leading the fast break. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Taken away by Holiday. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Now, Hachimura. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Now, here's Tatum. Shoots over Hachimura. No good off the front iron. Here's James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday.
If you're trying to outthink LeBron James, forget about it. He's always been one step ahead.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
And that one falls for White. Boston trailing. Here's Holiday. To the inside. Out to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. It's White on the wing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Cornette. Stolen by Reeves. He's looking for Hayes and finds him. And Hayes throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Lakers leading by 3. Here's James. Here's Reeves. Kicks it out to LeBron. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
He's not afraid of getting physical. I like how LeBron James has no problem accepting the contact while trying to score.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. White down low, and the rejection by James. To the middle. LeBron James finishes off the break.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
To the paint. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cornette. Doesn't go for him. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Pass to Reeves. The offensive rebound. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Outside, Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. For 3. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, pure desperation right now. Do you think there's enough time?
A 3 from Porzingis. Can't get it to fall. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony.
Two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Pass to Cornette. Left side White. Outside Holiday. Porzingis sets a screen. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the focus of both of these teams, offense. Doris, it's about putting points on the board in bunches.
BA, it seems to be a league-wide trend in many respects. There's so much conversation about how skilled these players are, the range shooting that you've got to deal with defensively. I think we've got to redefine the definition of good defense because these guys are so good.
Down low. Hayes. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. On the wing, Tatum. And there's the rejection.
Sometimes teams are not afraid to take it straight at Hachimura. He sends it back on that opportunity.
Buries it from three.
First bucket of the evening. Now both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Here's Holiday, and it's rejected. Doncic with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. James can't get it to go. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Now you see LeBron James' selflessness on display. He loves to make his teammates feel good.
Pass to Cornette. Outside White. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Hayes inside. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's Porzingis. Cornette can't hit. It's James on the wing. To the inside. Hayes. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And that one's good. James.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Tatum. Clock at 6. Pass to Holiday. Got a piece of it. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Boston making a switch here. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. To stop the drought. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Now here's Doncic. Hachimura from long range. Knocks it down from distance.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Holiday. He's off on the layup. The Lakers lead by 13. Out to Hachimura. Fires from deep. Boston pulls it in. 29 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's White. Doncic grabs the miss. Now Los Angeles with it. Pass to Hayes. And here's Doncic outside. He can't get it to go. Here's Tatum. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by James. Here's Doncic. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Doncic has got 5. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Lakers lead by 15. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Al Horford.
This guy's such a tough cover. Doncic generates so much offense in so many ways.
But Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Back to Craig. Drops in the layup for 2.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
Pass to James. No good on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Craig, no good. The Lakers lead by 15. Hayes with room to shoot. Here's Doncic. Horford with the block.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. To the paint. Here's James. Horford pulls it in. Celtics trail by 15. Inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And it's James inside.
Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
Brown draws the double. Out to the right wing. Pass to Hauser. Now Craig. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Brown. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
Some changes for Boston. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Holiday. And it's Koloko with a rebound. The Lakers lead by 17. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Yeah, whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
And he's good on the second. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Pass to Koloko. James, left side. To the middle. And it's blocked. On the wing, Tatum. Outside, Holiday. Outside, White. Rejected by James.
That size and length and strength. LeBron, a tough one to try to shoot over.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, BA. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Doncic left side. Pass to James. Back to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Reeves. No good on the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Outside Holiday. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Outside Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Now Hachimura. Here's James. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 14. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And yep, it's good. Tatum's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
The shot by James, no good. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the Lakers making a change here. He does not get the second one. Here's Doncic. And that's not going to go. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back after this word. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Los Angeles leading by 11. To the inside. Hayes. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Hayes has got 10.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
Horford right side. Outside Holiday. From downtown, James with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Misses from close range.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
They get it again. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Here's White. The Lakers with a rebound. They led by as many as 18. Here's Reeves. Puts up a 3. Sinks the tray. Reeves has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On the wing, Holiday. And he drains the quick shot.
Always reading the angles. Holiday's able to find his shot.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Hachimura outside. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Down low. Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Los Angeles leading by 16. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And they recover it. Horford with it. Now Doncic defending. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Some changes now for the Lakers.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Inside. Outside Vanderbilt. Spins. Right side Finney-Smith. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 14. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Tries the spin move. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Vanderbilt with the block. Outside Milton. 1:24 left in the third. Back to Finney-Smith. Let's go with a three. Tatum pulls it in. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. 11-point game. Pass to Porzingis. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Milton surveys the floor. Here's Len. Back to Milton. White with the steal. And here's the fast break. It's intercepted. Pass to Vanderbilt. Over White. Vanderbilt, no good. Celtics trail by 11. Outside Porzingis. Back to White. Porzingis sets a screen. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. "19 seconds left in the third quarter here. Len pulls it in. Now Vanderbilt. Pass to Finney-Smith. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opponent. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. James outside to the paint. Tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Pass to James. Spins. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Brown. Craig with a screen. Outside, Brown. Pass to Shireman. Back to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And there's James from the arc. Hits the trifecta. And the Lakers lead by 14.
You see there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill, but that three-point shot is on point.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
The three, and another three for the Lakers.
Oh, the rhythm and timing for LeBron James. No hesitation off the catch. You love to see it.
They double-team Brown over Reeves. Another miss by Brown. Los Angeles leading by 17. Doncic outside. It's James on the wing. Hachimura from long range. The shot that time not on target. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And it's Shireman missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And it's Brown off the drive. Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
Pass to James. They get it back. And here's Hayes. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by the Lakers. Now Los Angeles with it. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Kicks it to Doncic. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Bowser, that's good.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Hayes. Horford with a steal. A minute 37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Shireman. He's covered by Reeves. And here's Brown. 5 to shoot. Inside. Horford. Some solid defense from Hayes. The Lakers lead by 18.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Lakers.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LeBron James.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And he makes both free throws. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Boston with the ball. They trail by 18. Here's Porzingis. Deflected. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Doncic missing. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
There's the 3. Here's James. Tatum with the block. And he's able to get it back. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Al.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. Pass to Hayes. Back to LeBron. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Improving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now here's White. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. Misses off the left iron.
And I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Here's Hachimura. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
James misses.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And scanning the floor well, Porzingis all about finding open teammates when they've got a look.
Here's Doncic. Following the basket by Derek White. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
So it's the Celtics now. Following the basket by LeBron James. And Porzingis gets the 3. Porzingis has got 5.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
Here's Hayes. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Cornette.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside Tatum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Doncic left side. On the wing, Reeves. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Outside, Porzingis puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to LeBron. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Showing some range, LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
Holiday left side. Down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Los Angeles leading by 3. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. D.A., we thank you for that. Here's Tatum. Following the basket by LeBron James. Out to White. The wide open look here for Holiday. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Pass to Hachimura. To the paint. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Tatum. Hachimura grabs the miss. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
And J.J. Redick
timeout.
is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Holiday inside the line. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And will... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Los Angeles leading by 9. LeBron James on the wing. And they double up LeBron. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And the passing instincts of James are just unreal. He has that great sense for when and where to send the ball.
Here's Tatum. Rebounded by the Lakers. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Pass to Hayes. Back to Hachimura. Over Tatum. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hayes has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. And Tatum hammers it home.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
LeBron is doubled. Inside. And finished off by LeBron.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Brown with it. He's picked up by James. Holiday. The second chance effort. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Doncic. Lakers leading by 13. Pass to Hachimura. Screen by James. And it's Hachimura penetrating. James with a powerful jam.
Oh, filling it up. James doing it all.
Here he goes. Outside, Horford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup. The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
To the middle. White, left side. Tries again. Cornette. It's rebounded by Koloko. To the wing on the left. And a wide open look for Hachimura. And the Lakers with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Pass to Doncic. James outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he can't get the first one. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. To the inside. There's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Pass to James. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Here's Cornette. It's rebounded by Koloko. Doncic with it. Still scoreless. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Celtics making a switch here. .24 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Hachimura. And again, the Lakers no good. Celtics trail by 14. It's Brown with the drive. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's LeBron. Here's Hayes. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Celtics trail by 14. Holiday with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And here's Tatum for three. The Lakers with the rebound. Down low. Doncic outside. LeBron outside. Clock at 6. It's tipped. Now Holiday. No scoring in this one. Left side, Porzingis. And that's a foul called on Porzingis.
Go basket.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Doncic. And he overshot that one, missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA, and you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Outside, White. Pass to Porzingis. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Lakers leading by 14. Doncic looking it over. The rebound by the Celtics. It's White on the wing. Pass to Cornette. Out to Porzingis. They set the pick. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Takes it inside. Here's Len. The rebound by Holiday. Celtics trail by 14. Right side, Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Celtics passing it around. The 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
And here is Vanderbilt. Guarded by Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. It's deflected. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Got a piece of it. Here's Vanderbilt. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on White.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Welcome back to NBA 2K TV and Season 6 of NBA 2K25.
We have new rewards, new challenges, new events, new apparel. There is so much to cover in Season 6.
Let's jump right in with what's
It's the Celtics from Boston who find themselves on the road here today for an interconference battle. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Back to Porzingis. Tatum a screen. Inside. Shoots from 12. The Lakers with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Connects from three-point range. Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Clock is at 3. Here's Holiday. It's tipped. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Lakers on offense. It's a 3-point game. Doncic left side. LeBron outside. Pass to Hayes. Kicks it out to James. Now Reeves. Guarded by Holiday. Over White. A shot's good from LeBron. LeBron's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Boston, no good that time either. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Doncic outside. And he makes good on the layup.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Here's Cornette, down low, White. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Celtics trail by 8. Up top, Tatum. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Screen by Porzingis. Tatum drives in. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Taken away by Hayes. James, the bounce pass. .130 left in the first quarter. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Pass to Cornette. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Los Angeles leading by 10. James with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Count it.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. To the inside, and finished off by LeBron.
Now, the athleticism and the speed of James in the open floor never ceases to impress. He is just a beast at finishing these fast break opportunities.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Cornette. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Hayes. LeBron outside. No good on the three. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Lakers lead by 14. 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. James up top, and they double up James. Pass to Doncic. And Shireman pulls it down. Celtics trail by 14. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
And stolen by LeBron. Doncic to the rack. Five to shoot. Another shot. Here's Hayes. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Doncic. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Pass to Hauser, and stolen by James. Here's Hachimura, and the dunk by Hachimura.
Just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
To the middle. Here's Craig. LeBron with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Pick by Horford. Here's Shireman. And a missed layup. Zadores, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Pass to Hauser. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Hachimura. Hauser misses. Lakers leading by 17. Doncic outside. Back to LeBron. Sinks the three-pointer. LeBron's got 14 points.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Cornette. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And we all hear talk about Jrue Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. And here's Doncic from the arc. They get it back. Boom, he jams it straight down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's James. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. LeBron outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Lakers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Here's Koloko. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Los Angeles, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And he sinks the second. Holiday surveying the floor. He gets that one.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Here's James. No good. There's the steal. And so it's Los Angeles in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes. A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Porzingis inside. No scoring in this one. 6 to shoot. LeBron grabs the miss. So it's the Lakers now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. It's deflected. Stolen by Reeves for the finish. And the dunk by LeBron.
Oh, stop it. That one just too easy for LeBron James. So high above the rim.
Outside Tatum. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Over Doncic. Got a piece of it. To the paint. And Doncic throws it down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. The Celtics have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And here's Boston. The kick out to Tatum. Launches a 3. That one's not going to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
White with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Timeout called the Lakers. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Tatum. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Holiday up top. To the middle. Clock at 6. Cornette. Lakers with the rebound. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Inside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Down low. Back to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Hits the three-point bomb. Tatum's got 5.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum, off a pass from his teammate, makes easy work of it.
There's Porzingis, and the shot goes down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Lakers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. On defense, the Celtics. And stolen by White. Pass to Porzingis. Knocked loose. Tatum with it. To the inside. Out to White. And rebounded by Connect. And so it's the Lakers with it. Out to the right wing. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Finney-Smith with it. Still yet to score. The wide open look here for Holiday. Boston again missing. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers ahead, running away with this one. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And here's Boston. Pass to Tatum. Right side Horford. Over Hayes. Horford no luck. Now Doncic. In the corner it's James. The three-pointer no good. And the Celtics with possession here. Brown wide open. He fired. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Boston with the ball.
Right there.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Los Angeles leading by 23. Here's Reeves. Drops one in from the wing.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Pass to Hauser. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by LeBron. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now Hachimura. That's short off the rim.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Here's Hauser. Tatum a screen. The kick out to Holiday. From the arc. Tatum on the wing. And the dunk by Tatum.
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
On the wing, Reeves. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Or for double team. Right side Tatum. 5 on the clock. Back to Brown. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Lakers leading by 21. Doncic left side. It's tipped. Stolen by Tatum. To the paint. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Here's Hachimura. No good that time. Good work defensively by Horford. The deep 3 from Tatum. Luka Doncic grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Reeves can't hit. Celtics trail by 19. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Brown outside. Pass to Hauser. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And here's Tatum for 3. Lakers leading by 19 points.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Los Angeles.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Back to Doncic. The tray. They grab their own miss. Hayes, no good. Boston with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. James looking it over. And the dunk by James.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Tatum's shot is off. Here's Los Angeles now. And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. And the layup's good off the glass.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times.
like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
And they double up James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And he's good on the three ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a three of his own. Beautiful.
Pass to Hayes. The kick out to LeBron. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
Nice job by James Harden to leak out and get an easy opportunity in transition.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And talk about fit doors and guys who play to their strengths. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Leonard with the ball. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, I asked him how they plan to limit the effectiveness of Kawhi Leonard. Coach said the thing with Kawhi is that even if you're able to slow him down offensively, he'll find a way to impact the game with his defense. He's one of the best two-way players the game has ever seen. So they won't have a moment's rest tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Simmons on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now here's LeBron. And a wide-open look for Hachimura. Goes back up. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got 6.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Here's Harden. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player. I am the system.
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Clippers making a change here. Harden hits them both. Doris, recently the Clippers relocated their G League team, bringing basketball back to the city of San Diego.
Kevin, I absolutely love this because San Diego gets its first NBA representation since 1984. And yes, it's great for the city itself, but it's also a smart move by the NBA. You are tapping into an untouched market.
Now Harden, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the contest. And so he hits the technical free throw. Off the inbound pass. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Oh, my. James Harden with a statement right there.
Here's LeBron. Eubanks grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
24 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 5. That's tipped. And here is Hachimura. Hasn't made one yet. And Doncic gets it to go. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lakers lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Pass to Hachimura. A three-pointer is right on target. Hachimura's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. Lakers working the ball around now. They get it again. Here's Hachimura. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, what separates Rui Hachimura is his great strength and his motor. Just brings so much energy.
Lakers shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight. Pass to Powell. Down low. Here's Zubac. It's deflected. Here's LeBron. James gets inside and finishes. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Clippers trail by 5. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. No good from Zubac. James left side. Reeves outside. Pass to Doncic. Inside. Over Harden. James with the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 7.
That's about power, that's about control, and that's about LeBron James and the ability to have touch inside.
And the dunk by Zubac.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
Outside, Jones to the paint. Eubanks. The rebound by the Lakers. James in the post. Good D by Jones. Clippers trail by 10 to the inside. Here's Coffey. Pass to Eubanks. Doncic comes with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Excellent D that time from Jones. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Batum for three. The rebound by James.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Doncic knocks in the three.
Now, this is what makes Luka so special. He's so unpredictable.
To the middle. Here's Eubanks. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
LeBron gathering speed. Clippers trail by 11. It's Jones on the wing. Mills looking it over. Back to Jones. Shoots over Doncic. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. James wide open. No good from outside. Clippers trail by 11. Pass to Simmons. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Reeves. Here's Hachimura. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
Harden outside. Screen by Zubac. The Lakers with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And, David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. And that one's good, James.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Leonard down the lane. Off on the layup. Lakers leading by 15. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Lakers with the ball. Doncic looking it over. They set the pick. Pass to Koloko. The shot that time not on target. Simmons with the defensive effort. And Simmons slams it in.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves, no doubt.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. And so it's the Lakers with it. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Len. And then Len slams it in.
We've always talked about Alex Len's natural tools, and he can assault the rim on a consistent basis.
Now here's Batum. Len grabs the board. Here's Connect. Another shot. Here's Vanderbilt. Here's Milton. Offline with his three. Clippers trail by 15. To the paint. Here's Harden. Milton grabs the board. And Milton's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Well, this is where Dorian Finney-Smith has really come such a long way. What a transformation to a real threat beyond the arc. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Down low, and the dunk by Len.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Inside, Vanderbilt with the steal. To the inside, and the dunk by Len.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Batum, the screen. Pass to Eubanks. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 15-6 run. .32 seconds left to play in the third. Len's shot is off. Clippers trail by 20. Pass to Eubanks. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside Batum. Clock at 6. Eubanks with it. Shoots from the elbow. That shot no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers ahead. Just. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Harden on the wing. Len with the block.
Well, for a big guy so light on his feet, Len rising into the air with ease.
Here's Harden. Here he goes. And the jam by Harden.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Here's Harden. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Lakers leading by 23. Down low, Hachimura. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you know Rui wants to score it. He will not retreat in the face of some tough defense. Nicely done.
Hachimura hits them both. Now here's Harden. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Can't connect from short range. Here's LeBron. Up and in on the layup.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nailed from three-point land.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
I got yours.
Here's Doncic. Leonard with the steal. Harden right side. Outside, Simmons. Into the lane. No good on that one. James with some nice D. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
You call this a groove, folks. Offensively, when shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
To the paint. Here's Hayes. The kick out to LeBron. Back to Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hachimura. Simmons with the defensive effort. Now the Clippers with it. Powell, no one around him. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Back to LeBron. Lakers passing it around. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, the hoop and the harm. Luka Doncic, the finish, and he'll get an opportunity to add to that.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
No good from Simmons. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's LeBron. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
Good on both. Here is Harden. And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. 11 feet away. Hachimura grabs the miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
They get it back. They shoot again. Here's James.
How about Zubac? Works so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And Hayes throws it down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for LeBron.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Fires from the line. It's hauled in by Zubac. It's Powell on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. A good look from Doncic. Misses the jumper. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Career.
Welcome to Season 6 in my career. We are celebrating the next 6 weeks along with the 2-time scoring champion, Tracy McGrady.
Arriving with T-Mac is a fresh stack of season